circumference around this part right here. I have to actually use my pliers and very slowly go around and close this up. All the way around. A bit at a time. Removing the chicken rope. It's very important, especially when you're working upstairs, not to take these out until you get into the final position. So we only gotta go like another 10 feet, so this is relatively safe to say this is our final position. These can be reinserted, whatever the customer moves. So for that reason, I never track them. So, because my setup for the drain is coming from the right side, so I go all the way over. And I'm not certain when they have enough room to go all the way around the back of the unit and then still make the drain comfortably. I'm going to go ahead and disconnect. Okay, give me the inside of the guts out there. This thing spins really, really fast, like so. Just under the seal of the dead area. And it make it sound like it's taking off on you. Unless you insert these to reduce the wind motion when it goes through the spin cycle. Give me 2 seconds, I got you. Washer, so. Tight as much as possible. Same principle we did with the refrigerator. Right hand, hold the hammer down. Right hand, slowly tightens, nice and slow. And you can actually feel it. My right hand can feel the torque on the left hand. Make sure I'm not popping that PVC valve. These valves are plastic, so you need to make certain that they don't cross through. Go back and forth, make sure I catch a clean thread, and hand tighten as much as possible. Too tight. All you have to do is just make sure that you get the hoses to snug up against that rubber O-ring. Jay, let me get the elbow. The zip tie. Like so. Because the goal is you don't want to do that far. You don't want to take this thing out and drive it all the way down there and end up touching the P-trap where it turns and cause you the guardrail on the spin cycle. So it just needs to be in just ever so much that it's not popping out and it's even still in this water for the discharge. on. I'm not feeling any pressure. Look and see if that water's on right there. No water. We'll take that on the paperwork for the builder. All right. And if
I got 2 big ones, right? 4 big ones.
There's 4 small holes on the bottom part of the dryer. And all we're doing is running screws through the bracket that was attached to the bottom of the washing machine to those four holes that are the opening of the dryer. Yeah. So there's 2 screws there on the back side of the dryer. We're just putting screws there to hold the dryer to the bracket. Alright, so we got the bracket, 1 clamp on the vent, just working it around, bracket down, and then we'll tighten that up with a 5/16, and then this apparatus is complete. What we'll do is, we're going to place cardboard. Come on down there. That way we can push it back. And I got it get it to the floor. So tilt it slightly back and push it straight on the back. Left, right, and curve.
Yeah.
Go to the right door. Click that front door.
Not quite. I need about maybe it's about 4 inches. Slow. Left. I need some more. One more. There you go. That's all we got.
Shipping notes.